Hey guys, this is Jen. Some of you might know me as Bella. You may have been following my story. I'm a teacher for West Ada. My students, my children, go to West Ada as well, and they've been kicked out of their classroom, and I'm being denied access to the school board so that I can take my situation to the school board to try to get some reprieve and get my kids back in school. I have been conversing with West Ada since the very beginning of the school year, telling them that I don't really feel that this is right, but it really has come to a head after November 17th when they changed their mask policy to not allow visors. My students have been wearing visors since the very beginning of the school year. We believe that masks are a religious symbol. We also know that there are laws that protect our medical autonomy. So we've been really fighting against this, and it's gotten a lot bigger, and I've had to get a lot louder because I'm at risk of maybe losing my position, because I might have to resign my position because I might have to teach my kids at home if they're not allowed their right to an education. So I just wanted to let you know that I have been talking to to my regional director, my principal, the superintendent. So this is an email and correspondence that has come directly from those people in a position of authority. I'm going to talk today in this video specifically about religious freedoms because that's what I'm fighting for the most. I believe that masks are a symbol to my religion. So I'm just going to give you a couple little tidbits of what the district has told me. Now, this comes from an email. They have told me that their legal team has said that our religious rights are basically null and void. Now, they've quoted a Supreme Court case called Oregon versus Smith, and I'm going to read part of what that says. It was a 1990 Supreme Court case, and it says, "We have never held that an individual's religious beliefs excuse him from compliance with an otherwise valid law prohibiting contact that the state is free to regulate." Now, the interesting part about this law that they sent to me is, well, first of all, it was based on a couple Native Americans that wanted to use peyote in one of their religious ceremonies, as is their custom. Now, this Supreme Court case said that they were not allowed to do that their religion did not give them the right to do that. Now, they quoted this Supreme Court case to me, but the interesting thing when I went to actually go and research it and fact check West Ada is that this case was actually overturned by the 1993, it's called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act of 1993. Now, this one is very interesting because it says that it prohibits any agency, department, or official of the United States or any state from substantially burdening a person's exercise of religion, here's the important part, even if the burden results from a rule of general applicability. Now, basically that means even if the rule applies to most people, it doesn't necessarily apply to you if your religion does not allow for it. Now, I know that a lot of people believe that masks is a symbol, a religious symbol. It's used in occult and arcane practices hundreds and years ago, but it's actually used today as a religious symbol. Basically, that Supreme Court case that they sent me was overturned. It's completely invalid. They shouldn't have even been using it. Now, there's a couple other cases, Supreme Court cases, and I really want you to look these up and not necessarily depend on my interpretation of these. But Tinker versus Des Moines is a Supreme Court case that happened in the school district where students felt that their political autonomy and their political expression of their own political beliefs was being discriminated against, and they did win that case. So students have the right to express themselves politically as well as in a religious manner. Now, West Virginia State Board of Education versus Barnett. Now, this was a defense for Jehovah's Witnesses. They felt that saluting or pledging allegiance to the flag went against their religion, and they were granted that. The court said that there is such a thing as symbolic speech. If you do something and you feel that it's a symbol, even if you're not actually using words and speaking, that there are symbols that are religious symbols. So that court case, it was also heard in an educational setting. Stromberg versus California, it also talked about symbolic speech. And it said that there is such a thing as expressive conduct for religion. It was one of the first court cases that protect the 13th and 14th Amendment from state infringement. So please also look up that one. Now, in a most recent one that happened, actually, I think in just this month in December, Tanzan versus Tanvir said that if a person in authority, a state official or a person in authority goes against or discriminates against you and your civil rights are infringed upon, that you can actually sue them personally for damages. Now that means that instead of having to sue a school district or a government, an entity, you can sue an individual person that has made those decisions. So suing a principal or suing a superintendent or suing a governor. That Supreme Court case says that you are allowed to do that you don't have to sue the entire entity, that you can hold individuals accountable. So that's an important one. There are some other laws in here that talk about freedom of religion, and I'm going to do some more videos on those, but I wanted to keep this one short. Please look into those laws, those Supreme Court cases, because a lot of people feel like their religion is being infringed upon, and it is. If you say that my religion doesn't allow for this, and they deny you the right to an education or deny you right to public places or the grocery store, you can actually hold those people personally accountable. And I think that's a very important decision that just went through the Supreme Court. So please make sure that you look it up. Thank you, and please keep on sharing my videos and following my story. And please come to our event January 7th at 4:15 at the West Ada School District School Board at 1303 East Central Drive, Meridian, Idaho 83642. Thank you for your time.